Hi, good afternoon. This is Lito Mendoza again, your real estate salesman, real estate broker, and real estate investor. Yesterday, I discussed to you the property location of your property you'd like to buy. But this time, I would like to make it a little bit short, about maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Because yesterday, I'm sorry, takes a lot of time, about 48 minutes, because we have a very good discussion. We have a very important points that I relate to you on how to locate a property, because there are many points like the accessibility. What else? Let me check. The accessibility, the amenities, and the condition of the road and the access road and the environment. But this time, I would like to concentrate a few minutes of your time on the how to negotiate and how to negotiate the pricing of your clients. So number one, I would like to go straight to the point. Check and verify from the owner, the seller, the asking price of the property. Even though you have a broker, you ask your broker to introduce you to the seller as much as possible, so you can hear from the seller the actual price of the property. So that's very important. At least you met the buyer, the seller, and the seller meets the buyer. So both of you can calculate on how you look at the situation of the seller, whether he is really in dire need or he is really an investor also. So you can summarize as you see the clients, also the owner. Number two, once you met the owner, of course you will not negotiate yet the price. You have to advise them, the seller, that you have to check first the prevailing market price in the area. So tell them that you will do some diligence also on the property. And at this time, you can personally request from the owner the photocopy of two documents: the photocopy of transfer certificate of title of 2CT and the tax deck. And also you include the tax payment. If the tax payment is updated, you have to check that later. In our next discussion, we will advise you or teach you or advise you on how to check the TCT, the title, the tax declaration, and the tax payment. So you advise the seller that you'll still do some diligence. So that's number two. Number three, check the market price, the actual market price on your own. You have to check on your own. So these are the following sources. From the brokers itself, you can ask whether really, how much really the price in the area. If you know some agents or friends or agents or brokers in the area, or you check in the advertisement on the classified ads, you can call some properties in the area and check. Yeah, that's one of the that's one you can do to check and verify from the other brokers the price of the property they are selling. So letter C, check from friends and the relatives. Check from friends and relatives. Kung meron kayong mga kaibigan doon, pagtanong nyo. Kung meron kayong kung magkano ba mga bilihan dyan ngayon. And then next, check the price from the homeowners association. You go to the clubhouse or the homeowners association and check what is the prevailing price in the area, the 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, the 4 bedrooms, the 5 bedrooms. So it's better you talk with the secretary or the officers or the admin of the homeowners association how much or what's the price prevailing in the area. As what I said in the previous episode or discussion yesterday, you have to befriend the homeowners association staff because it's the source of all your info. At the same time, next, you can check from the homeowners also the dues and the rules and regulation, like because the renovation rules, the move-in rules, the move-out rules. There's so many procedures before you can move in. So you have to ask the homeowners association on the rules and regulation. And also you can ask the homeowners the security arrangement, the security rules. It's very important. And then next, afterwards, you can check from the assessor's office. So you can go to the assessor's office and then present your tax deck, and then you ask the updated certified copy of tax deck. If you really more or less decided on the property, you can have request the tax declaration to be certified and check what is the assessed value and then the market value. Actually, it's not really the real value. It's only the assessment of the local assessor's office, but the real market price can be checked from the homeowners association and from the neighboring or neighbors. Yeah, you can check from the neighbors. If you have some friends there, you can knock in and then check with them some existing price in the area. And then you may, the next letter F, check in the website the BIR zonal valuation, because the zonal valuation will be the basis of more or less of your offer, because that will be more or less, sometimes the zonal valuation is higher than the market price. Minsan the market price is higher than the zonal valuation. So you have, because now the zonal valuation of BR is being updated, and this is my advice to the buyer or the seller. Don't practice the undervaluation. It's not a good practice to to use the word undervaluation, or to maybe your seller will ask you to undervalue the property, so the tax payment, the tax deck, the documentary stamp could be lowered and the capital gains can be lowered. At this time, I always suggest to the buyer and seller, being a broker, I always suggest that it's only very minimal paying taxes. Why risk your personality of not paying the correct taxes? It's good now, most of the buyers really pay correct taxes. They don't practice undervaluation. Maybe in the past, they always say, maybe we can use this and lower price, we can lower the price so that we can pay on. That's not a good practice in real estate investment. The good practice is to follow the zonal valuation, because sometimes the lot, example, the lot is say 5,000 pesos per square meter or 7,000 pesos per square meter. The zonal valuation sometimes is almost the same. So there's no need for the buyer and seller to undervalue the property. Okay? That's very important. Then the next is to really to come out with the price that you intend to offer. So you have to visit again the seller and tell them in a nice way, this is your offer. You know, sometimes I usually in my practice, what I do, I have a piece of paper. Sometimes I prepare my offer, or sometimes I prepare my offer in front of my clients. So if I'll pay in cash, this is my offer. My offer is 20% down, payable maybe 90 days, so 120 days. Still cash pay arrangement, so 20% down, and then another 30% within 30 days, and then another 30 days, another 30% on the 60 days, and then the balance 20% on the 90 days. So sometimes this is the trick which I'm using. I bring a paper, I write down in front of my the seller my offer, and then humbly say, I cannot say my offer, but if you will consider my offer, you call me or call my agent, and then that's it. We can maybe we can agree. So, and then it's also show to your clients that you're interested, but don't show your emotion that you are very interested. Just talk to them casually. That's style yan. It's the style of the, sometimes seller or buyer is very emotional. They really, sometimes if the wife is the one talking to the husband is very eager to buy the building because it's nice and cheap. So try to look calm, composed, and relax. And then after writing your offer is the trick. Don't decide now. You think that overnight, and then call me up, or maybe after 2 to 3 days, call me up. And many times I've done that, and I'm very successful. Why? Because you have a written offer. If somebody will come in, walang written offer, siyempre, hindi yun masyadong. But if you have a written offer, firm offer, capital gains for the account of the seller, documentary stamp tax for the account of the buyer, transfer tax for the account of the buyer, and the registration fee for the account of the buyer. That's it. Palagay yun doon. And then, that's it. After 1 week, tatawagin sa'yo. Except there will be no offer. Tatawag sa'yo. Sir Mendoza, I would like to talk to you again. Okay. So, be ready. Now, if you will buy naman in installment, there are other terms of installment. So, you tell them that if you will buy installment, say maybe 20% down, balance through bank financing. So you have to explain to the seller that you will have to secure the loan, and then you'll get to the bank, bank guarantee and give to you. So the bank guarantee, you explain to the seller that yung titulo niya, that the title will be given to the bank. You'll have to go to the bank itself. Wag yung kung ikaw kukuha. Don't say that you can give to me the title. No, you have to invite the seller to go to the bank, and then the bank will deposit or give the original title, so that the bank will, that the seller will have a peace of mind that the title will be deposited to the bank, and then the bank will issue you a bank guarantee. So that's all for the meantime. I think it's already about 15 minutes, and I'll see you again tomorrow, Monday. I'll try to prepare to you the next topic, which is how to really make payments. So maybe this will be the last portion of the cycle. Maybe I can add on the intricacies of checking the title. So maybe on the part, it's not included here, but it's better that I have to discuss to you on how to check, and so many trick or steps or secret, so you can check the veracity of the title. So that's all. Thank you very much, and happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day, and subscribe, like, and share. Marunong na ako ngayon mag-invite. Anyway, thank you very much. Happy weekend. No, Sunday pala. Thank you very much, and see you Monday. And I hope we'll have a good week in the next coming days. Thank you, Lord. God bless.